This episode is brought to you by ElevateOS, the only all-in-one community operating system. ElevateOS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk about simplicity. I think, why is it that most or a lot of property management companies that are successful, so a lot of successful property management companies in the world, in the United States, rather, are full of simplicity, full of clarity. So through their simplicity, they create a lot of clarity. Clarity for the team member, clarity for the customer, clarity for business partners, clarity for investors. But as of late, I think in the last 36 to 48 months plus minus, last 3 or 4 years in this industry, we have layered tech on top of tech and tech to take care of that tech and some more tech to monitor that tech to make sure that the tech is working. You get the point. We have all these disparate systems and we've just... Some of us, we're all guilty of it. I'm not indicting anyone. Just a lot of us are looking for the next best thing, the next thing that's hitting the market, jumping on board for a trend that seems pretty special. Artificial intelligence is something that comes to mind immediately. Centralization is another thing that comes to mind immediately. We jump on board, and at the end of the day, all we've done is create cloudiness and confusion and a lot of friction for our consumers and a lot of chaos for our team members. And at the end of the day, nobody really wins in all of that, right? So my encouragement to us over the, let's say, the coming 12 to 24 months is really, and this is a trend that's already started, I think you're seeing it in part because we are all trying to manage the expense side of the equation. Since rent growth is not off the charts like it used to be, we're trying to really manage expenses, really trim expenses, really be smart about our spending. And it just suffices to say, it's going to hopefully create a lot less confusion for team members, a lot less confusion for consumers. When you get clarity about what you're doing, when you understand what your intents are, when it's clearly communicated to the consumer or the team member or the business partner, then life becomes easy, business becomes easy, et cetera, et cetera. Right? If you think about the iPhone as an example, when they created the iPhone, they made it very simple. Like there was just one home button. Back then it was like you had to push the home button, like it was physical. But today it's not, right? It's a digital, kind of gets you back and you can swipe and do all of these sorts of things, but it's very intuitive. It's very simple. There are not a lot of choices, not a lot of options. And the ones that are there are very simple. They follow a very clear path, very intuitive, very logical. But many of our multifamily businesses are definitely not Apple in terms of ease of use. And so if you have to pick a marker out in the marketplace or pick an example out in the marketplace to try to simplify your business, simplify your property management company, simplify the way you approach investments, Apple might be the one to go for. Doesn't mean you're going to be Apple. That's obviously in a sort of a luxury category, but it doesn't mean you can't strive to be that. You can't strive to have a simplistic nature about your business predicated on the model that Apple has put out there in the way of the iPhone, the MacBook Pro, the Mac Lite, the Mac Air, all the Mac products or Apple products. So my encouragement to you this coming 12 to 24 months plus minus is really think about scaling back and introducing more simplicity, thereby more clarity in your operation. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.